Zach did a very interesting stream last night on the Miscavige case. And I'm not saying he made mistakes. I just thinking he may have overstated or misstated what is a cat. I'm just saying he may have misled people about the history of Scientology a little bit, and I'm not doing necessarily a fact correct. I think he just doesn't know this. So on the one hand, what he's saying is actually very interesting and could be good news, but I don't think it is.
This is from Nancy McCartan. Could they try to get rid of Leah's files by shredding them? They could, but if Leah's attorneys are able to prove that, then they lose automatically. They would be stupid for shredding it.
So they went into a certain part of it where the Aftermath people, because this is basically an Aftermath TV show lawsuit, right? Really, people are misstating what is happening that, well, what kind of lawsuit is this? It's really a business-to-business lawsuit. But in any case, they were talking about the documents that could be gotten from Scientology. And someone asked, well, could they destroy the documents? Would Miscavige do that? And Zach said, well, if they did that, they'd lose the case. I'd hate to correct them there, but no, they have done it. They have destroyed files, and here I will provide the evidence through Jesse Prince, who was very high in the organization in the 1980s, and he affirms that no, there are cases where Scientology does destroy the record. He wasn't just a leader and she ended up dead. No, he was supervising her case. In other words, he was overlooking her personally and trying to guide the treatment and recommend what they do in terms of like, well, how do we treat this? What exactly is the right therapy? What would be what a Scientologist would do in the situation? The problem is Miscavige is a complete idiot, and so of course she ended up dead. So you think to yourself, well, wait a minute, there's two problems. Like, according to Zach, if they start destroying documents, they're going to lose the case automatically. Well, apparently that did not happen. Now, the good news is they did win the McPherson case in the civil suit, but the criminal suit, nothing happened. And Jesse was, again, testifying for the civil side. So as he says, I don't know anything about the criminal side. He's stating the obvious, that they went after the prosecutor, and the prosecutor did not pursue the case. So even without Miscavige, they definitely had enough they could have brought criminal charges. But, again, it was too dangerous because Miscavige was too directly a part of it. So it might have led to some pretty difficult areas. Well, were you involved in all this? And by destroying the records, he could claim falsely that no, these are the lower ranks. I was busy doing other things. I was preparing for the Tom Cruise thing. Yeah. That's not what happened. He was directly there. He was directly involved. And again, in terms of criminality, he should have been charged. But Florida is insanely corrupt. Luckily, at least the family did win partially the case, so they did get something out of it. And we do now have a better factual record. But I'd be curious what he means that destroying documents automatically means they lose. I mean, hopefully the laws have been improved, but I'm curious about if you could give more details there, because there factually have been cases where Scientologists have destroyed records. They don't seem to lose anything, really. I mean, I don't think he cared. His real concern is that the documents that proved he might have a criminal responsibility were destroyed, and apparently he did get away with it. I'm not doubting Zach is a good lawyer. He gives good legal advice. He is, I think, a very good legal expert on most of the things he talks about. But again, as he's clear, he can talk about many things, but California law and other particular bodies of law, he'd have to be like, well, I can only say the generality. I'm hoping it's true. If that is true, maybe they can go back into the McPherson case and prove he destroyed the documents and do something. But I'm very fearful that Scientology is going to be able to do this again, and maybe they'll get punished and get caught, but would they automatically lose? Well, they did it before and they didn't. So I'm a little pessimistic there.